Good day, good day, good day, Gambia. Welcome and welcome to another edition of The Stake. Well, we're all aware of what we saw online as it relates to Gambia's business ranking with Forbes. See, in the world, we have indicators, and probably one of the biggest indicators as it relates to business environment is the World Bank Doing Business report or a Forbes business ranking. Gambia has been ranked as one of the worst countries to do business. And this happened for many reasons. And I think we as a country need to see this as an opportunity to fix what's wrong so that we can attract first-class foreign direct investments into our country, particularly now that we're looking into the oil and gas sector. See, a ranking is a basket, and this basket has averages, and these averages are things that they measure. For example, if a country has pending litigation and or arbitration with foreign companies, it will be listed. If companies are having issues with government as it relates to tax dispute and others, it will be measured. They will measure our tax system vis-a-vis the tax systems of other countries because we are ranked amongst other countries. So there's what you call a peer review, and in this peer review, there are a lot of indexes that they will look into, and once they look into it, you get a score. Is our score good? The answer is no. Should our score be better? The answer is yes. If our neighbor Senegal can be 87, I think Gambia can even do better considering size, flexibility, and the nature of our economy. But we have few things that we need to work on, and it starts with governance. See, investors don't love countries. They love the return they get from a country. Therefore, their loyalty is to their pocket, not countries. Having said that, we need to entice and induce and sustain foreign direct investment. And for us to do this, we need laws that are predictable, laws that are equitable, and an environment that fosters growth of foreign direct investment. So, case in point, Gambia had a litigation around 2014-15 as it relates to the sand mining company that was stopped, the company that was shipping zircon. They took Gambia to court, and I think finally Gambia has decided one way or another to walk it out. I don't know any other pending, Africa Petroleum, for example, is a pending litigation that the government of the Gambia has. So this thing weighs us down as it relates to investor confidence. And is that investor confidence that turns into the ranking that we have. So basically, our ranking is saying that investors are not too confident with our business environment, our business processes, and our legislation. So therefore, it calls on the Gambia to look into these areas because this is what other people perceive of us. Therefore, it's our responsibility now to look inward, look at ourselves introspectively, and ask ourselves what these people are saying about us. Is it reflective of our situation? And I think that starts with looking at our governance architecture, our governance arrangements. See, an investor coming into a country need a streamlined arrangement whereby the investor will come with a program, a proposal, go to an office, being able to register and do everything that's needed without the discretionary powers of other people or influence of others. That's one thing that will change our ranking positively. Another thing is customs. We know the cumbersome practices that happens between the customs and the port in terms of things that people import and what it takes administratively to get it out, and sometimes the backdoor deals that make these things happen. So corruption is a cost to everybody, and corruption is a cost to society. Therefore, I think as a country and as a government, we need to fight corruption, and we need to tackle corruption head on because corruption is taking away opportunities that this country could have had. Now we're entering into a new phase of our economy whereby we may very soon be an oil and gas economy. Oil and gas economy are very capital intensive, and it requires a lot of foreign investments to come in. And these foreign investors will look at our rankings. And these rankings will determine sometimes the cost of capital, cost of funds. How much will international companies or international financing institutions charge would-be investors in the Gambia, for loans that they're going to take, because these are part of the risk that they will have to mitigate. So our ranking is a cost to the economy, is a cost to the people of the Gambia, is equally a cost to our image. And fixing it should start, and the fixing must come with commitment. The commitment is Gambia wants to be better. We will look into our processes. We will streamline our administrative procedures. We will change the endemic culture of corruption, which is very prevalent in this country, and not only in the public service, but just generally across the board. Culture of corruption is highly endemic, and changing it will change the visibility of this country, the profile of this country, and how people see us. It's very important how the world sees us. Basically, this ranking is an indictment to us. No one wants to be best losers. We want to be best winners. And in this ranking, we have been made to be best losers, and we need to change that. And the leadership of this country must take this passionately and say, in the next 2 to 3 years, we want Gambia to move from the bottom and move at least 25 notches up. We have seen where Senegal is. Senegal is at 87. That's literally little less than halfway on the scale. And I think that's good. We have seen Rwanda, who 22 years ago were similarly in a similar predicament as Gambia, or even worse, considering they went through genocide and we didn't. So therefore, having seen Rwanda, having seen a Mauritius doing good, and the Gambia cannot do as best as those people are doing, it means something is wrong, because all it took was their commitment and the endeavor to make sure that they do better. So therefore, Gambia, let's do better. Let's change what we are, and let's change where we are ranked in, because brand Gambia is something we should be proud of, and we should be boastful that we as a country, meanwhile, we're open for business. And being open for business means we're very transparent. Being open for business means we have streamlined procedures administratively, and equally we have legislation that are not only business friendly but protects investors. So let's work on these things. And it's not the end of the world, but it's the beginning of better days for Gambia, provided we decide to fix what's wrong with our ranking. It was a good one, and I do hope that we learn, and I do hope as a country we start fixing rather than just comfortably sitting at the bottom of the totem pole. We deserve better. Thank you. Till I come your way again, this was D-Steak.